Welcome back to the Real Life Reviews vlog, where we look at what's going on in triathlon, we look at what I've been doing, and we look ahead to what's coming up on the channel. So last things first then, why not turn things around? What's coming up on Saturday? Well, our kit review this Saturday is the Shimano TR9 triathlon shoe. Those of you that know the channel will have come across that before, definitely. On the 22nd of July 2016, we released our first ever video, and it was on the Shimano TR9 triathlon shoe for cycling. It got over 10,000 views 6.5 years ago, and here we are 6.5 years later, obviously, with over 1.2 million views on the channel and almost 100 videos released and 4,000 subscribers, so thank you very much. Shimano have a new updated version of the TR9. As you can see, it's equally as bright, but we're going to delve into these shoes on Saturday, so tune in for that one, please. So what have I been doing? Well, I've been getting my program planned, and I've gone quite long term this time, so my long-term goal is Hamburg 2024. Not this year. This year is actually sold out if you're looking for Hamburg and a nice flat course. I've never done a flat course Ironman. Mine have all been hilly ones. I must be stupid. So from some perspective, I'm looking forward to that. But that's my long-term goal. So my long-term goal is Hamburg 24, Ironman European Championships. This year, I think my big focus is Blenheim Weekend Warrior. But I've started putting my programs together and I've started upping my training. This week, it's been pretty busy, but I did something really stupid on Friday. I went for a sea swim. The water was 5 degrees, and by that I mean the water beneath the surface. And in fact, someone later in the day measured it at 4.8 degrees. The top inch or two where my flipping face was and my extremities was colder. Just take a quick look, there's not a lot of video of what happened that morning. I am certifiably insane. It's pitch black, it is below freezing, the van is frozen up, I need to defrost, and I'm heading for a sea swim. Oh my goodness me, I'm stupid. The idea is just a quick mile. I'll let you know how it goes, whether I'm brave enough to even get in. Catch you later. I'm not feeling it. No mojo. My get up and go has got up and gone. However, we'll have to get in. We're going to do it. And my mate Tim, one of my lane buddies from Squads, is doing the channel this summer. And he's due here in about 5 minutes, so yeah, he'll be here and he'll make sure I get in. So let's get on with it. And I'm just going to say, that was certifiable insanity, and the man behind me was in his Speedos as well. Unbelievable.
That was terrible. It looks nice afterwards. The sun was out, it was still flipping cold. And my themes went on. Sunday I did a 100k bike ride. When I set off, it was -7 degrees. It was icy, it was slippy, it was mad actually. I probably shouldn't have gone, but I was meeting some friends sort of 10 miles into it. A lot of that ride was at -5, and some pictures coming up and have been coming up on the screen. It was a very, very cold day. Back into swim squads on Monday. Today, Tuesday, when I'm filming, I've had a really good morning. I've hit the gym. I've started hitting the lower body, so quads, deadlifts, squats, isolated leg extensions, and also core. Really working, and now I'm getting older, I need to really work on my core and my strength lower down, followed by another swim, just a nice loosener off, not a long swim, not a big swim, heavy, just keep the heart rate going. So my training program is starting to ramp up a bit now that we're almost through January. What's in the news though? New Zealand, the Tauranga Half last Saturday.
notable for one key thing. Not just that Braden Currie and Rebecca Clark retained their titles and did so with some style, I might add, but it was the first race. The 24 elite athletes were, I'm going to say supplied with, but they were fitted with on their bikes the Race Ranger system. Now the Race Ranger system, if you haven't come across it, is being developed over the last couple of years, and it essentially warns about drafting. So it's like having a mini radar system on your bike, and it tells you when you're getting close to someone, it tells them when someone's getting close to them behind, etc. And a little light system, you can see some of the pictures coming up on screen now. Little light system just to warn the athletes, because what we have seen is, I'm going to say, a plethora of penalties and some disqualifications where there's just an inconsistency, and I think it winds the pros up an awful lot that they can race one race, they can ride one race, and it seems that anything goes, and then suddenly they do something similar or even not as close and they get a penalty for it. So ultimately I think this is going to be a fantastic system, particularly for the pros. Whether the cost of it will mean that it can be put out through everybody, and whether it's that realistic in a busy Ironman that's got a looped bike course, who knows. But certainly for the pros, and the feedback by all counts from this race was that it was very, very well received, and the system is reckoned to have an error of 10 centimetres or less. So fantastic, good stuff. Staying with New Zealand, Sebastian Kienle, I know he's not a Kiwi, but Sebastian Kienle has, he's going to be doing Ironman New Zealand in Taupo on the 4th of March. If you're over there, something to look out for. Don't forget, Seb won Kona in 2014. So, former world champion, also Ironman 70.3 world champion the 2 years previous to that, 2012 and 2013. And this is his sort of farewell year. He's doing a bit of a bucket list tour of events that he just really wants to do. Some he's not done before, some he's really enjoyed. So, yeah, Seb Kienle is going to be doing Ironman New Zealand on the 4th of March. The last big bit of news, we mentioned last week about the Global Triathlon Awards, the combination of World Triathlon, Super League Triathlon and the PTO, the Professional Triathletes Organisation, coming together. So the Global Triathlon Awards have now happened. We sort of looked forward last week. We mentioned last week as well, if you've not seen it, they were in Nice, the Hyatt Regency, which is quite appropriate, as Nice is the alternative Ironman World Championship venue for the next 4 years. So what did happen? Well, reigning Ironman World Champion Gustav Iden got the men's. It was always going to be tight, I think, between him and Christian Blumenfeld. Christian had won in St. George prior to that and had obviously got the sub-7. Gustav arguably just got a little bit more sort of voting kudos from what he's done through the year across a few different distances. So Gustav Iden got the men's, and Flora Duffy has added to that impressive trophy cabinet. Flora Duffy got the females Triathlete of the Year award. Wow, good for her. Not surprisingly, Rookie of the Year, Chelsea Sodaro. I think most of us, if we were putting money on it, would have gone for Chelsea. Certainly looking at they were great nominees, all 5, but I think Chelsea was, well done, good girl, like that. Just a couple of others. There were 11 awards, but a couple of others. The Lifetime Kudos Awards, and interesting, they're actually called Lifetime Kudos. We've stepped away from the lifetime contribution to the sport, but Lifetime Kudos, well, the contributor, Bob Bennett, got that, good, all for that, and pro triathlete, Nicholas Spirig. I tell you, it's rare. I look at a set of awards And I agree with everything. And I completely agree with all of those. So very well done. Gustav, Flora, Chelsea, Bob and Nicola. Really fantastic. Well, that's it for this week. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Link down below to Wiggle. Please, if you want to buy any kit, have a look at that. We get a tiny proportion of what you spend. You don't spend any more, and it helps keep the channel going. If you haven't yet subscribed, please click on the little round picture down there. There's a link there to last week's vlog, if you missed it. Up there, we've put the link to the original TR9 review, and if you want a real appetite whetter, up there, the Physique Trans Zero R1 Knit triathlon shoe. Catch you soon.